All right, to all my realtor friends out there, and I talk to a lot of realtors. I got a few tips for my realtors out there when it comes to creating better content and getting better use of your content and having it be more effective, making more effective use of your time. I should say that. So here are quick tips, a few tips. I'm gonna say quick, but these are a few tips for my realtors out there when it comes to creating content and getting that content to work for you. By the way, my name is CJ Williams. I've had the opportunity of working with a few great realtors here in Charlotte over the last year. Learned a lot. Seen a lot and helped them do some big things with that content. And I want to bring some of that information to you. So be sure to subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification button so when I drop something, you'll know about it. All right, tip number one is invest in professional branding, photos, video. This stuff goes a long way. You got to pass the eye test. I know the ultimate goal of most realtors is to land those higher listings. Well, if you want to sell $1 million home, you got to look like $1 million. So, and if your content looks like it was just shot on your iPhone 12, then you'll probably have a harder time doing that. Along with that is your branding, but what you post has to look like $1 million. So if you're trying to sell $1 million homes, you don't want to be posting these $250,000 homes in your social media or anywhere. Like that would be like me, someone who works with coaches and realtors and solo entrepreneurs who are traveling and doing big things. That'd be like me showing these cheap rap videos on my profile or cheap weddings done. No, people don't come here to see that. It's going to turn some people off. They're going to go somewhere else. You want to sell $1 million homes? Show $1 million homes. Look like $1 million. Tip number two is think beyond social media. This is a big one because I know a lot of people struggle with even thinking beyond social media. Like they think Instagram is the end all be all. This is how I found a lot of my clients. This is probably how I'm going to continue to find them. But is this really the work you want to continue to do? Think about how much time you put into it on a daily or on a weekly basis. Is this sustainable? 3 years from now, do you really want to still be posting every day on your social media? That's a full-time job in and of itself. It's one thing to create the content, but it still has to get posted. And you don't get paid to do that. You get paid to ensure that these transactions go through. These homes are being bought and sold. All right, that's your job. So when it comes to you got to have a long-term plan with your content, and social media isn't it because you have to be there every day. That's not long-term. Long-term is you put this content somewhere, it stays there, and it continues to drive leads for you. You do that on platforms like YouTube, and you do that with simple videos on topics that people are actually looking for when it comes to buying and selling their home. Is this a good time to buy a home? Simple video. You probably won't think about that because you're on social media doing what everybody else is doing, but simple videos with nice thumbnails, great descriptions, hashtags in the descriptions, stuff that you can share on your social media several times throughout the year. It's the same content, but it's continuing to work for you, and it's simple and it's basic. If one video brought in one lead a month, you'd probably be like, that's not enough. But what if you had 10 to 15 of them working for you, right? 10 videos bringing in 10 leads a month. That's much better, right? So you got to start getting the content on platforms that'll continue to work for you. Furthermore, what you post on social media today is going to be irrelevant a few months from now. People aren't even going to see it. They aren't going to know about it. Is that really what you want? That hard work and that time you put into creating this content and getting it posted, do you really want it to go unseen? Everything you post on YouTube can be used for social media. With the right producer behind you, we can cut this content up and use it for social media. Tip number three is collaborate. There are a lot of people involved in the real estate processes and transactions. You have the lawyers, the lenders, you have the home inspectors, people that deal with appraisals. There's lots of people involved in that. So you should be getting these people involved in your content. Simple interviews with these people. And they're going to enjoy it too because they'll probably want this video content. And then they'll share it. And then when they have people asking them who they should work with to buy or sell their home, they're going to say you because one, you've invited them to your platform. You've given them a little bit of exposure, and they trust you. So that's a big one, collaborating. And there's only so much content you can do by yourself, right? And you want to bring in experts to talk about things that they're experts on. Like you're a realtor, but you're not the lender, right? You don't know everything about the ins and outs of the underwriting and all that stuff, right? You don't know everything about home inspections. Yeah, you might see some stuff, but you don't know everything. It's good to bring in experts. It's good to bring in an attorney who can tell you about the issues that may arise when it comes to closing. and how they can kind of resolve those and make sure everything goes right. So you need those type of people to help you create this content, to help you build your platform. All right. So that was I think that was three tips for my realtor friends out there. If you're going to take your content and your brand if you're going to take your brand to another level, it's going to start with the content you put out. You got to invest in it. You got to pay professionals to help you produce it. You got to put it on platforms where it can have a long-term effect on your marketing. Think long-term. That doesn't mean social media. And then you got to collaborate and bring other people to get involved in your content. So that's it for now. Be sure to subscribe to this. I enjoy putting out this stuff because this is what I enjoy doing. I love, waking people up and helping them see the other side of it and realize, hey, it's going to take a little bit more than what you're doing. All right. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you leave comments, like, subscribe, share. Love to hear what you guys think. And until next time, see you guys later.